Recently, a lot of my days have felt pretty much the same. Not necessarily bad, not necessarily good, and some days lean one way or the other, but never fully either. They've just felt, well, the same. And, part of me just wants to say that's being an adult for you. Days feel the same because they relatively are. Deal with it. But the other part of me feels too comfortable, enough that it circles back around into discomfort or maybe complacency. I'm not struggling day to day, which is nice, but I'm also not really growing. I'm not trying new things, doing fewer projects, and I'm just kind of coasting. Not bad, but definitely not good. So many people feel like this, and we tell ourselves the solution is to watch motivational TikToks for an hour, get up, look in the mirror, and tell ourselves that we have to get out of our comfort zones. Simple enough, right? The real trap, though, isn't necessarily the comfort zones, but how quickly and quietly they can form. One day you look up and realize you've been living the same routine for weeks, maybe months, the same habits, the same hobbies, the same routines day in and day out, over and over. And even when you hate feeling complacent, hate feeling in one spot, the longer you stay there, the harder it gets to dig your way out. And on the flip side, it's not always comfort holding us back. A lot of times it's the fear of discomfort. Even in your routine, you can feel tired, stressed, or feel downright too busy to do anything else. Breaking the cycle feels like too much effort, like it'll throw a wrench into the barely functioning machine you've got going. So even if you have that desire to take on something new, you don't. Not because you don't want to, but because you feel like you don't have the time, the energy, or that you simply won't be good at anything else. You won't stand out, so why even try? Why waste the effort? The issue is we don't actually know what we're good at, or what we'd like enough to become good at until we try. Most of the greatest opportunities in our lives, the experiences, hobbies, and values we hold closest came to be that way because we were actually able to take the steps to try something we weren't sure about. A job, a hobby, a project, game, whatever, it all started from a small decision to take on something new. And expanding your horizons doesn't mean abandoning the things you're already good at or already love. It just means making space for new experiences, for really seeking out what life has to offer, while continuing to improve at what really matters to you. You can still try new hobbies while focusing on work and school. You can still make videos using Minecraft mods while working on your own, and have a whole other coding project going on at the same time. More often than not, you can just work on whatever you feel like in that week. You can still prioritize your social life, your friends, your family, while exploring new interests and grinding towards your goals all at the same time. I think that's a big issue we all face today, and a lot of us fall into this mindset that we have to focus on one thing at a time just to make progress. And don't get me wrong, occasionally this is true, but not always. Life's not just about chasing the new experiences constantly, but also taking care of the essential things you have to do in life. Your health, your job, your relationships, organizational obligations, general responsibilities, so on. But trying new things and working in those hobbies, passions, and projects give the routines we're all stuck in meaning. It gives you more to think about, more to look forward to, and sometimes it even supports the essential stuff. Hobbies can turn into careers, and careers can fund hobbies. So if you've been feeling stuck, a little uncertain about what comes next, or just bored, make a change. The solution probably doesn't have to be a huge, dramatic shift, but just something small. Try one new thing, step outside of the usual pattern a little bit. Go for some runs, pick up a new book, start some long-term project, just anything. And yeah, maybe you don't have all the time or money in the world right now, and that's fine, nobody does. But that doesn't mean you can't start somewhere. You shouldn't have to reinvent your whole life, just widen the scope of it a little. Because more often than not, expanding your horizons isn't about running from where your life is now, looking in and disliking where you're at, but realizing how great your life already is and how much bigger it really can be. Thanks again for watching. I'm so glad I can just dump my thoughts out here for those that want to listen. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one.